This was filmed today, Sydney, 3 p.m. using 50 optic Olympus, 7th October. So a ball of light appeared. We'll play it again and I'll pause it. It was very hard to get it in focus, so it was initially one ball of light and then separated into 2 or 3. Now one object is seen as well. It's a ball of light that flies from right to left, and I'll just try to pause it when that happens. There it is there, so it's just coming across right there. So it separates into 2 here. Actually, it just went across there as well, so I'll just try to capture that. There it is again. So that flew right across it. There it is. Go to the next one. I quickly paused it and took photos and then started the film mode again. So I just played the full film mode. It's very hard to capture at 200 zoom. It just goes out of focus. So I'm trying to zoom in closer, but sometimes with this camera it works to a disadvantage. The photos are very clear, but as you zoom in, very high zoom, it seems not to focus in that quickly. So I'll just go through that and pause it. So I'll just pause it and capture it when I get a clear focus, and here it spins as well. It seems to be attached by very thin strands of light. It's very hard to get it in the exact focus you want. So as they're caught on pause, you can see them starting to separate into 2 major components. I just saw one more object fly by then, about there. Smaller orb. That's it, right there. That will fly from top to bottom by the looks of it. I spent most of the time taking rapid pictures. This is a 3rd film, and I'm just trying to get into zoom in again so I don't miss it. So I'll just play the full one and then pause it. It's very difficult, so it keeps on separating in shape. If I zoom in any higher, it just loses focus, like now. So it's a tricky game. So I'll play it again now and pause it, the key spots. So it's separated into a longer one and a larger one on top. I'll quickly go through the pictures now and enlarge them as well. So that's a fairly good one. You see the processes coming out of it down there. I prefer using this format because I can quickly enlarge it from this side. That's a good picture as well. You see it changing shape. They always seem to be joined still by a tether. That's a good picture there. It's now in a single form still. You just see the processes coming from underneath. There it's separating into 2. There's 2 forms right there. There they are again. I'll just try to zoom in a bit on that one up top. There we're showing some coloration of pink. Top one seems to show a few changes happening right there. That's a very interesting one because you see that shape inside the circle right there. Now I'll try to adjust the detail. It hasn't helped much before, but if the image is clear enough, it could work in this case. See if it's worked. A fraction. So there it is there. It's a very good shot, that one. Here we've got 2. Again. This is a good shot because it shows that very light blue area on top, which seems to be part of it right there. That's very interesting. There's a band that goes around it, and then that part becomes very light blue. We could try to get a little bit of sharpness in there. This is interesting because it actually becomes more square shape on top. And you see the 2 processes down the bottom. I'll try to get a little bit of sharpness in there. I don't think it'll work. Here they're changing into 3 components. So it's just cores as it's changing shape and morphing in that one. And there always seems to be 2 major components to it. That's one other zoom there. This is interesting because we see that shape right there appearing. Got a square shape there, some rod balls coming out. This is a very good shape there. You've got the individual processes 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a good, very good capture right there. Good capture again right there as well. And that's it.